universities and corporate trying to use it, is to having the record the lecture, the classroom recording. So they put cameras, 2 or 3 cameras in the classroom, and then when the lecturers start teaching, then it will just then they on the cameras and record. Okay, but the problem with this solution is where there are too many, when there are few cameras come together, of course at the end you need to do the integrate, need to so-called edit and put it as a single video. So the post-production works, there's a lot of work need to be done at the post-production area. Okay. Thirdly, I think another options is to go to the studio, a proper studio with a proper lightings, cameras, and all that. And of course, that one is not portable. The trainees, the trainers or the lecturers have to go to the studio and do recording. Instead of that, now we can bring certain solutions to the customer and do it anywhere that they want, like in this room. Okay. So for the second application is very much a distance learning and meeting. It works very well with all these communication tools or system. Okay. So with this, it's no longer, let's say for example, if you're using WebEx or GoToMeeting, the challenge is always, you can see your presenter over here. Either you see the presenter with the webcam, okay, or they can share your screen or share the screen. But both, you can't have both happen at the same time, like now. Yeah, like this, currently you can have both at the same time. You can see me, sometimes you want to see me in a bigger size or smaller, or even you have other materials you want to share, and so on, okay? So this solution is good as a combine. So towards the end of today's presentation, we're going to have this experience using via Skype. Yeah. Okay. So of course, the another things that are very important is third applications is serving the live conferencing situations where when you have, I'm sure you have experienced that attending a conference which is few hundreds people or few thousand people. Okay. The chances to look at the presenter, you want to see a clear pictures of this presenter is hardly you can see it because they're so far away. And during the presentations also you're not sure whether you want to look at the presenter or look at his PowerPoint. Yeah? But now it's no more the case. You just need to look at the big screen. If needed to see the face more when the presenter talk about some war story, we can always bring it to the bigger size. If you need to spend more effort in looking at the PowerPoint slide, you can even put it full screen for you to look at. Yeah?
So in that screen in particular snapshot here,
yes,
you're showing the presenter on the stage, at the same time you're showing the presentation.
Yes.
You didn't need any special equipment, no green light, nothing?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So come back again. So this one is very good compared with the traditional methods where either there are too many PowerPoint screen or there will be spotlight on the presenter. Hopefully you can see the presenter. Now it's no longer the case. You don't need to where to watch, where to look at, but you can see everything in one screen, clear and dynamic. Okay. Okay. So the third application is very much for where video streaming, where you have multiple classroom. Okay, you can have multiple classroom that different students in different locations, but in one particular classroom with this system, okay, where the presenter is presenting, so everyone can see. Just like now, assuming now we are in 2 rooms. Here is my room, and you're sitting in the other room, but you can see my presentations live. Okay, and this used a lot in some of the conferences as well, where they have a small. The seminar room is not big enough to accommodate numbers of participants. Yeah. So there are many samples that we have done over the past 2 years. We started promoting this product last year. So late the years before last year. So it's almost 2 years now. So we have done a lot of sample, created a lot of sample with our customers. Okay, later I can share with you more. Okay, So maybe it's good for me to start sharing a bit. So not just listening to my talk. Let me click this so that I can go to my. Okay, here are some samples. Like for example, things like that we have done.
Welcome back, everybody. And today we're going to have another interesting discussion. And today's discussion is going to revolve around this question: why is careful selection
Okay, and this
important?
is done together with the customer. Where
your organization's performance is dependent on every single employee.
this is a very unique case where this is a dean of one of the
third
faculty.
point,
So
which is equally important,
when we were presenting it to a
there
group
are
of
many laws
people on this
that
solution,
protect
you
candidates
walk past
and
and say,
employees
okay,
throughout the
look,
process
nice, very interesting,
of
let me try it out.
recruitment
So
and selection.
that's what he did.
Number two, you would want
Okay,
to
so he
avoid
got the PowerPoint and then
unnecessary
he
cost
go
of
back to,
rehiring
went back to
employees.
his office and
Last
just
but
grab
not
one of the
least,
PowerPoint
you would also
and he
want
just
to
stand here and
avoid
just start
negligent
talking.
hiring
Then he
or
just
the
record his
legal
presentation.
implications that comes with it.
Okay, so now this is some of the samples that we have also.
Assalamu alaikum and a very good day to all of you. Today, we are going to learn about a new topic that is descriptive statistic. The first one is mean. The arithmetic mean is defined as the sum of the score divided
So
by
I
the
believe that
numbers of score.
This is much better than we just having what you call a PowerPoint on the screen and listen to the voice, because the teacher's expressions and all that helps. Yeah. So another sample.
We have covered in chapter 1 the material, chapter 2 the hot mix
It's
aspect
a
design.
different studio.
The aim of the
And this one
design
you can
is
notice that the
to
behind
design
actually
the
is a video.
structure that will
It's
ensure
at
that the
the entrance
transmitted
of the
stress
universities. You can see
will
cars
act as
coming
a
in and all
construction
that.
platform, and if there is no drainage layer, it will also act as a drainage.
Okay. So there are many examples. These examples where we
Okay,
show.
that's not working, so we'll just skip the video. My name is Derek Austin, as I said.
So we
I work
did
with
it in,
Nuance. We're a
conferences,
US company that
live,
specializes in
and
speech
what you can see
recognition.
now actually
What I'm going
is
to do today is
without
talk to
any
you a little
editing.
bit about speech recognition, trends
And
in
the
speech recognition, where
comment
it is,
from
and
a lot of
also
people
hopefully
about
show
this
you
solution
the
is
current
they're
state
very
of
they're
speech
very happy
recognition
because they
and how
find
it
that
might
this
be
video
useful
is
to
even
you in
better than
education.
when they attend the
Of
actual
course, the
seminar.
most important thing about understanding how you speak for a computer is getting the most accurate transcription that it can. And Nuance has spent a lot of money in making voice recognition. The latter kind, the speaker-dependent speech, physical disability and examining the quality of your audio.
So sometimes you can make
Once
it
Dragon has
smaller,
enough
presenter.
information, you will hear a beep. And you can play that back. I hate it when Dragon doesn't work for me. This is very unusual. Let's
Okay.
choose 9.
So there are many samples that are also available, like for example this one.
Of spatial arrangements
So you
where
can have
the
like the
children are
background
sitting
actually
in
is like
particular
this
relationship to each other and
presenter
the
is in the
teacher.
classroom.
That's
Actually,
one
it's not
type of
true.
architecture.
Okay.
But behind that are a couple of other types of architecture. One is a communications architecture, which is this sort of frames the patterns of interaction between teacher and students. So it's if you like, a kind of what they're doing. So
Okay,
if you're the
let's
teacher
see.
now,
This
what
is,
do you think you might be
Very
on
important.
chapter 7,
Now, this
do
is
the
another
test on
one
chapter
that
7,
you
so
can
the
see
teacher
the-
then orchestrates
like
this kind of
blending the
process
PowerPoint,
with
the
the
presenter
textbook at
is
the
in
centre.
the PowerPoint slide itself.
So, and then finally at the end of the process, we check what's happened with long-term memory via a test.
Okay, so I guess now you got better understand about what are the things you can done. I'm going to show you one more sample, which is we have done in China. Combining a lot of samples that we have done.
大家好，我是
So this is a corporate university
下边
where
跟大家分享
Jingdong
中
is
的
a
另外一个
JD is a very big
执行力
company.
的话，
They're one of the largest company in China. So they use this one a lot in China. This is a government agency where they use, they're talking about health product, healthcare and all
大
that.
家好，今天我为大家
This is
上
one of the famous
这
university.
门课的
Tsinghua
是
University
关于
is a top university in
来
China.
的。可能很多同学你们
Talking, this professor is talking
可以
about
在历史
black
这边
hole.
看到相应的数据看到我们这一次保存的数据
我国的疆域呢，三面陆地，一面海洋，占据着亚欧大陆
this is learning English. So we create a stage in the background like a stage. So I believe that topic is about drama. So like greeting, Chinese New Year greeting. So the CEO of the corporate, any company can make use of this system to do New Year greeting. So I'm not sure if you have seen my New Year greeting this year. There are many more. This is a Beijing University. It's talking about 3D modeling. This is agriculture university talking about plantation. And this is another one. So this is me talking about mathematics. So here you're talking about having whiteboard, not only sitting down or just standing talking, but you're also having a whiteboard to do the record together with writing on the whiteboard. And later I'm going to show it to you because I also prepare a whiteboard here so that you can see how the result like. Okay, even you can have like things like 2 person in the studio talking to the students. Forum is China Mobile talking about product training. So because right now the telcos in China are very competitive. Every now and then they need to have come out with a lot of different products, and they need to conduct training to all the staff. So with this, it's now making it much easier. This is yoga. So it's like actually it's sitting in a room, a simple room, but now it's like at the beach or any place that we want to do. Okay, so this is another example, blending the presenter together with PowerPoint. Okay, so let's move back to my presentation again. There are many samples we can talk about it, but I think your concern now is good result, good products, how actually it works, and let's look at the environment, recording environment. Of course, you can see later when you move over here. Okay, so the standard advice from them is you need something like a 3 meters times 5 meters space. Of course, it can be smaller. Sometimes may have challenge because you may not able to have a full shot. Okay, so it's too small the area. The camera cannot get the right angles to get the full body shot. Yeah, but no, it can go as big as you want to. Okay, so their normal recording setup is like sitting down. So the sitting down is like here, where you can see the presenter sitting down with a notebook. Okay, another person operate. Okay, operate here means talking about switching, like for example, to different camera angle, different scene. Okay, so the job of this person is quite simple. As long as you get all the what you call the setting ready. Okay, altogether 12. You can see on the operation screen there are 12 boxes that allow them to click. So you just need to set all the setting, and then the operator just based on what the presenter is talking about, and just switch to the right scene. Okay, so very simple. Or you can be standing. Okay, right now I'm standing. Okay, so you can see that I just show it to you. What you can see actually is this. Okay. Okay. So, but it's the ballet. Because no, don't worry. I'm still good. Okay. So of course you can do DIY just like what I'm doing now. Everything I myself. I'm the presenter and also the operator together. Yeah. So of course you need to put both screens close to you. Okay. Just like now, I have my monitor notebook here in front of me. I have the screen to work on. Okay. Next is whiteboard. With whiteboard. So this is later you can see that again. So very simple. In a very small room, you can see this room in our Beijing office, one of the small meeting room. So we have the 2 cameras. You can see that one camera is facing one camera is on facing me. Okay, this is the camera. Okay, and then another camera facing the whiteboard, a normal whiteboard. Okay, so you can see the output is slightly different now. So I can show it to you. Like for example, right now I can come to the whiteboard. I forgot about this. Okay, so you can then write anything that you want, 1 plus 1 equal to 3. Okay, so you can have those easily. Okay, so very clear, and in fact, a lot of good feedback from the lecturers who have experience using smartboard before. Okay, one of the biggest challenge I have is they find it's too difficult to handle the smartboard. Whereas the traditional whiteboard is so familiar. You want to erase, you just use the finger and just what you do. Compared with the electronic whiteboard, you have to click on the right buttons, get the erasers and so on. So it's much difficult. Yeah. So let me put it back. Okay, so let's move on. So very simple, connect with all the devices. So later you can experience it. Now for today's presentation, we have 3 cameras, 2 HDMI camera, which is facing me, and then also facing the whiteboard. There's one more camera with a USB camera, which is facing you. Okay, you can see there's a little camera on the what you call the monitor. Okay, so very simple. Of course, it can be very complex. You can make it very complex if you want to. Like this case, we are connecting to more than just the camera and the notebook. We want to connect to a prompter, connect to TV, connect to mixer, connect to other big screens and so on. It can be very complex if you want to. Okay, so forget. Okay, sorry, yeah. I did not get the. Okay, so connections can be very complex. It can go extend it to many possibilities. Okay. So there's connections, but the software is they call IS340. Okay, so very simple operating system. Okay, this is the main screen that always when I'm doing recording, I'm using this one. For example, this on the screen you can see these 12 boxes. Okay, so those are what we call preset scene. So that during recording, the operator just need to click on different box to have the different outcome. Okay, then you have the selection of studio. This is very important because you don't want to see that every video looks the same. In fact, just now the sample I show it to you, all are unique. Okay, based on their feedback. Oh, I want a nice scenery as background, or one simple background, or one my PowerPoint as background, or whatever. So you can select different studio, and bear in mind that even though you may have 10 or 12 studio set, but actually all these are just from a framework for you to build more customized design. Okay, so you can have hundreds and thousands of studios design that you want to. Up to you. It's very simple. I'm going to show you shortly about how to do it. Okay, and then yes, they're talking about all these static elements like wall, the background, the floor, the ceiling can easily change. Okay, I'm going to show you shortly on this. Let's say, for example, let me bring you to the far scene. Okay, so let's say now. Because the screen is too far from me, it's very hard for me to identify where is the mouse. Okay, Damien, will you help me? Yeah. Let Damien handle it. Okay, Damien, go to it and handle it. Okay, so like for example, I want Damien to say, I tell Damien, I don't like this background, too much animation. I want something nice, static, graphic. So you can just go to the background. You can see the operation screen, the screen on your lower. You can have any pictures. You can just snap a photo and then put the pictures in there. Yeah. So I want to go to Paris. So let's go. The Eiffel Tower is there at the back. So, okay, so it can be animation or it can be a static images. Okay, so like for example, I don't like the color of the floor. I want wooden floor. So you can just select floor, and then you can make any pictures also can make it as a floor. Okay, any pictures. Okay, so I do want the decorations, or I want to change the color of my stage. I don't like the blue, so I can change the color of the stage as well. Okay, looks better. I want it to be smaller, so the stage becomes smaller, narrower. Okay, or I can turn the what you call the stage, or I want the oh, not this way. Okay, the other way. Yes, I can do that. Okay, so very flexible, and anything can be changed. I can even remove the decoration or change other decoration if you want to. Yeah. So okay, just remove the decoration, make it simple. Yeah. So it can be simple. It can be different. Let's say now you can even after you change, you can see that if you go to different scene, it's still there or it's still okay. You know. So like for example, now move to the closer and all that. So that's how easy it can be. Okay, like come back here again. So it's the static elements. You can have all kinds of media and control in terms of the size, the stage, what you call the dimensions. You want to change the size or the position of the medias. You can change easily, and then you can change the keyframes. For example, at this point you see that maybe it's no good when my body was cut or not 100% show, so you can easily just move the camera, either move the camera or move the person. Move the camera easier. In this case, just change the camera, move it to the right or the left, or a little further a bit. Yeah. You can easily do all these changes. So it's not like fixed studio means like this, mean like this. This position you can't change anything. You can even make difference on it. Okay, so on the monitor, now you can see that, let's say for example, I find this monitor, you want it to be smaller size, so you can change the monitor to a smaller size. Okay, so yeah, it can be smaller, maybe towards up a bit. You can easily change the position. The best thing is you can even tune the camera to, not the monitor in certain angle. So okay, it looks a little bit more 3D. Even you can curve it. You want to curve the screen. So even you can have curved screen TV now, without buying a curved screen TV from Samsung. Okay, so let's move on. So option for recording, various options. So it can be MP4 format or FLV format. Okay, and the setting for streaming or not to have live streamings and so on. Okay, cater for this. So the system is very small. Actually, it's just like a briefcase. About right now, the size, the weight is about 13 kg. So normally I carry on board to the airplane. Okay, so it's a briefcase. It cover. If you close the screen, it will become just a normal briefcase. Very small. It's just okay to bring into the airplane also. Okay. Of course, the green screen is the one that will make the difference, where you can see the transparent of my videos. Yeah. So later you can see that there's green screen at the back. Okay. So there are different types of screen you can consider. Okay. Either for half body or full body, for where the screen with three walls, three walls, two walls, one wall. Okay, half wall also can. Okay, with some lightings also provided. Okay, so let's have a conclusion on this system. Why this is very good? I think firstly is portable and simple enough. Okay, it's simple in terms of setting. Okay, shortly when you come over here, you can see how it works. Okay, and then you can see that another important thing is very flexible in creating the virtual studio. Just now I already demonstrated to you that how easy to change the environment, whether it's the indoor or outdoor. anywhere, seaside, also can. Yeah. So very flexible in changing. And thirdly, it's easy to learn and operate. Okay. The reason why I show you the operating screen, and hopefully you can see, you can experience that actually it's not difficult at all. Okay, to make changes on making the studio or even during recording. Okay, and in most of the cases, we just need to provide a one-day training to our customer. They're able to operate on their own. And of course, lastly, this is very, very important, especially for people looking at creating content in the rapid mode. Okay, so with this actually we can have an instant result. Okay, so you don't need to wait for a few days or a few weeks later to see the output of the video. What you need is just, for the moment the presenter completed the presentation. In fact, this presentation is recorded, so later I'm going to stop it. Okay, then you will see the outcome of the video immediately. Okay, so that's all. You can off it now, close it, and show the video.